So, I understand you've been over the basics of the gold rush. Have you ever thought about putting yourself in the shoes of a miner during the gold rush? Well, let's review the basics. As we know, James Sutter found the gold along the American River in 1848. He caused a commotion that no one would have expected. Sam Brannan, who was a local storekeeper, announced the gold by yelling,
"Gold! They found gold! Gold!"
in the streets of Sutter Creek. The stampede had begun. People began leaving their jobs to take on full-time gold mining. Do you think this is a smart idea to drop everything and go look for gold all day for all of your money? Yeah, me either. People all over began following in the footsteps of the Californians in hope that they too would strike it rich.
I'm rich!
One miner wrote about why he was choosing to come to California to find gold. He said,
"I have left those that I love, my own life behind, risked everything and endured many hardships to get here. I want to make enough to live easier and do some good before I return home."
We do not know what happened to this miner, or if he struck it rich. But I guess people wanted to make a better life for themselves. That is why they came to California. Okay, so as you can imagine, a lot of people from all over the world came to Sutter's Creek and the nearby cities. And because of this, the area grew very quickly. In 1847, before the gold rush, the town of Sutter's Creek only had 79 buildings. But in 1849, the town had exploded to over 100,000 buildings. All of that in only 1 year. Can you imagine? So what do you think it was like living as a gold miner? Do you think that they lived in houses? Or they could go to the local grocery store every day? Miners came to California with only what they could carry. They slept in tents or cabins, if they were lucky. They cooked the little food that they had over a campfire. They rolled out sleeping bags and slept on the ground near the river. Many people were caught stealing and attempting to kill other people for the gold that they had, and they were hung for their crimes. This is how one miner described it.
There is a good deal of sin and wickedness going on here. Stealing, lying, swearing, drinking, gambling, and murdering. There's a great deal of gambling carried on here. Almost every public house is a place for gambling, and this appears to be the greatest evil that prevails here. Men make and lose thousands in a night, and frequently small boys will go up and bet $5, $10. And if they lose all, go out the next day, dig more. We're trying to get laws here to regulate things, but it'll be very difficult to get them executed.
The miners' diet was very poor, and they often got sick from not eating right or taking care of themselves. They ate a diet of things like dried pork, boiled potatoes, bread, and beans. Can you imagine eating boiled potatoes, bread, and beans for every meal, every day of the week? I sure couldn't. Mining was hard work. They dug day after day, and sometimes came home with nothing. Now let's think about that question again. What would it be like to be a miner during the gold rush? Would you even go? Go ahead, I've rambled on enough. Better get started on that essay you have to write.